Hello, my name is Scribbs and welcome to the video. Now this time we're going to be talking about a very niche topic that I've never discussed before, and that is the LGBT community. Now that's incredibly sarcastic, of course. I've made so many videos on it as of late, it might kind of be the only thing I'm talking about. But it's been on my mind an incredible lot, especially since I also got into VR chat, where I could have face-to-face not really, you know what I mean. I could have face-to-face-ish interactions with real trans people. I could get to actually sit down, look at them, talk to them, and hear their stories. And one of the things that just surprised me the most was actually just the sheer diversity. Maybe I'm just an ignorant bitch, but I honestly didn't expect VR chat to have such a broad audience of people. But anyway, one of those people that I talked to, who is actually a wonderful Russian woman, told me about this specific website that we're going to be looking at today. Now, it's not going to be a very long video or anything, but I thought that it was such an interesting topic that I had to at least go check it out, because the idea of it and you know what, I'll just show you. Yeah, don't talk about it, show it, stupid. This right here is queering the map. Oh good grief. Oh good grief, where are we? Where are we? Hold on, can I geo-guess my location? I'm in America somewhere. Oh good grief. Yeah, I have no clue. I guess I'm somewhere in Maine-ish. Don't get mad at me if it's Canadians, I don't know. But yeah, basically the idea behind this map is it is a publicly available map where I think anyone can actually go in here and put down a pin like this. Put down a pin that has a message attached to it, and then you can see where different people are. Different people who themselves identify as LGBTQ. Oh, actually, there's an about section. Never mind. Querying the Map is a community-generated counter-mapping platform for digitally archiving LGBTQ2IA+ experience in relation to physical space. The platform provides an interface to collaboratively record the cartography of queer life, from park benches to the middle of the ocean. Oh, that explains all these in the ocean. That's like people who were out sailing, maybe? Or also just on islands? In order to preserve our histories and unfolding realities, which continue to be invalidated, contested, and erased. Oh, look at that one. Had my first kiss with a girl. Oh. It's a big publicly available board where queer people can describe their experiences in short sentences. Oh my. Oh, that's a lot of them. Yeah, obviously you can see there is some heavyweight when it comes to like Western civilization. I mean, good grief, just look at Europe and America, there's so many. But there's also countries which I didn't expect. Because look at like Asia, how many gay and queer people are here, and in a lot of places like this, it's like frowned upon to be homosexual. In some of these places, it's outright illegal to be homosexual. Like, I think in most of these places, it is not allowed to marry someone if you're homosexual. And I think even in places like Indonesia, there's places where they practice, I'm pretty sure of this because I do remember researching it. There are parts of Indonesia where they practice Sharia law, where consensual homosexual behavior can be like physically punished or punished with up to 100 months in prison. And honestly, this is the part that really intrigued me about the map, because obviously it's not a surprise that there's a lot of people out here in the West who have come to terms with accepting themselves more. It's less dangerous. There are more people who are visibly like out, but that is not the same here in Indonesia. It took me like 2 years to realize the majority of my friend group are queer, and the only guy in the group was the token straight friend who wasn't so lonely anymore. Oh, that's nice. Came out to my friend, thank goodness they accept me. Oh, these messages. There are so many cute ones, but also so many that are just kind of sad. And by the way, I know that this video might not be for everyone, and that it's also a bit different from what I usually do, even when it comes to like these sort of LGBT focused videos. I like to make stuff where we have fun, where we enjoy being ourselves, and we don't focus on the hateful aspects. Because I don't want to sit and talk about that stuff, because there's so many places in the world, especially online, where that debate is being had 1,000 times over. But I think this website is really, really wonderful, because I have now realized, I mean, I guess I've always kind of known, but now I've actually met people from these different kinds of corners of the earth, and I've also, of course, seen a lot of wonderful people in the comments who come from all kinds of different places. And yeah, I realized that like being queer in these places must be incredibly lonely. So I wanted to show off this map because I think it's an amazing tool for some of those queer people who feel a little bit more isolated and alone, or at least away from queer or common queer space. I think this map is a good tool to show that even though you feel alone, then you're not alone. And this also just again adds further proof to the fact that all those places that so gleefully claim that, oh, there's no gay people here, there are. They're just not talking to you about it because you're too busy being a bigot. And remember, kids, being a bigot translates to being a piece of shit. You're welcome. What are all these out in the ocean? Aww. We'll overcome the distance between us, I promise. Where are you? Is this like Micronesia? Yeah, I think so. All these collective small islands. I figured out I like girls too, and we celebrated us being gay by jumping around and cheering. Thank you for that core memory. I wish we were still close. Aww. That one made me chuckle. I don't know why. Sometimes you just gotta say it to yourself. Sometimes you gotta just you know, gotta admit it. Oh, whoa, what about here? Weaksist. Oh, this is a great one. We are everywhere. You're not alone. You have family, friends, supporters all over the world, even if you haven't met them yet. Yeah, there is queer people here, and I think that this place is actually so remote that this is where they like tested nuclear bombs back in the day, if I'm not wrong. What is this one? What's with the okay. Alright, what's with the Krestovaya gay seals? There's some inside joke here that I'm not getting. For some reason, there's apparently a little bit of a culture barrier between me and northeastern Siberia. Who would have known? What about like Niger? Never give up, love will win. Thanks for resisting. I love that everyone pretty much reflects this, or at least what I think of this website. You're not alone. Just look, we're everywhere. Even when you're born somewhere where you're not accepted, one day we'll all be free and be ourselves. It's heartbreaking, of course, to see all the truly like isolated experiences where people just feel alone. But it's also really nice to see all those really hopeful ones, and how like looking at this map gives people hope. It's very nice. Oh, there's in Syria. Oh boy. It's a breezy summer night on the street in Hama, my hometown. I looked into his eyes and wanted the moment to last eternity. The war and the earthquakes will never take this memory away. That's lovely. Believe me, I know this looks so empty, but there are so many queer people here in Syria. They just don't know about this website, or maybe they don't know they're queer yet. I mean, that's also something you gotta consider. This map still doesn't show like a perfect representation, because there are tons of countries where this website this website is just not like accessible. It's not something that people talk about. It's not being spread around a lot. So I bet if we actually had true representation, there would be a lot more in these places. Oh, that's funny. Whoa. I remember we would run back to the dormitory at that time and hiding in the hallway just to kiss each other. It was sweet. And now we're together ready to start a new chapter of our life. This is where I was for like a little part of my childhood. I spent here in this city of Yantai. But yeah, it's incredible to see that even in those places, which by the way is what I would consider like the most far away from the environment I know, that would definitely be this city. That's the farthest I've ever been from home, that there's still queer people around like this. Oh man. I mean, like honestly, I could just sit here and like read these all day, because they're so cute, a lot of them are like very long. They're so genuine, such sweet stories. There are of course also your fair share of jokers, which I think explains the vast amount of queer people in the Atlantic, or well, freaking Antarctica for one. But well over the majority are quite genuine messages and like love stories and sweet little inspirational quotes from people who very genuinely seem to have actually had these kinds of experiences of growing up in these environments in these different places. I am now more than ever aware of the fact that people from all different corners of the earth watch my channel, which I'm so honored by, and I'm so happy you're willing to stick along with me. But I truly hope that you can get some joy out of this website, and you can see that you're probably not as alone as you think. But anyways, that's all the time I got for this one. This has been another queer video by Scribbs. Don't worry, I have like a factory line with them that'll just keep coming. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.